Every Blender artist eventually faces this question. Should I freelance or get a studio job? Freedom versus stability, money versus security, creative control versus creative direction. But here's the truth no one says out loud. Most artists choose based on emotion, not strategy. And that decision quietly shapes their entire 3D career. Today, I'll break down the real differences, not the Instagram version, and help you figure out which one actually fits you. And there's one major factor nobody talks about. We'll get to that. This isn't freelance good, studio bad. It's not the opposite either. This is about clarity. By the end of this video, you'll understand how money really works in both paths, how stress shows up differently, how skill growth changes, and which personality thrives where. Let's start with the dream most people chase. Freelancing sounds perfect. Work from anywhere. Choose your clients. Set your rates. Be your own boss. And yes, it could be amazing. But here's what most Blender artists don't realize until later. When you freelance, you're not just a 3D artist. You're sales, marketing, client communication, accounting, project manager, negotiator. You don't just make renders. You manage uncertainty. And in a minute, I'll explain why that uncertainty is either your biggest advantage or your biggest stress trigger. But first, let's look at studio life. When most Blender artists think freelance, they picture working from home, choosing cool projects, charging high rates, no boss, flexible hours, creative freedom. And yes, that version exists, but it's incomplete because freelancing is not just freedom. It's responsibility multiplied by uncertainty. In a studio, your job is make good 3D. In freelance, your job becomes run a business that happens to sell 3D. That includes finding clients, writing proposals, negotiating price, handling revisions, managing deadlines, following up on unpaid invoices. You could be an amazing Blender artist and still fail at freelance because you don't know how to sell or manage clients. That shocks people. Here's something no one posts on Instagram. Freelance income often looks like this. Month 1, $0. Month 2, $400. Month 3, $2,000. Month 4, $0. Month 5, $1,200. It's inconsistent at first. And inconsistency creates stress, especially if you have bills, you support family, you hate uncertainty. Some people thrive on that volatility. Some people mentally collapse under it. Neither is weak, it's personality. You don't have a boss, but you have clients, deadlines, contracts, revisions, and sometimes multiple clients at once. Ironically, freelancers often work more hours early on than studio artists. The difference is, you choose when to work, but you can't choose when invoices are due. This one separates winners from quitters. Clients say things like, make it pop, feels off, can you tweak it? Just a small change. If you don't know how to, clarify expectations, set boundaries, charge for revisions. You burn out fast. Freelancing rewards communication skill as much as artistic skill. Freelancing feels amazing when you land a big client, you hit a high month, you feel independent. It feels terrible when work dries up, clients ghost you, you doubt your value, you are alone with your decisions. Some artists grow powerful from that. Others feel isolated. Freelancing isn't, can you use Blender well? It's, can you handle uncertainty, rejection, and self-direction consistently? That's the difference. Studios offer something freelancers don't. Structure, stable paycheck, team environment, clear role, mentorship if you're lucky. You show up, you execute, you go home. But here's the part people underestimate. In a studio, you're often specialized. You might only model, only texture, only light. You won't control the whole project. And that can feel limiting or relieving, depending on who you are. Okay, let's talk about what everyone is thinking. Which one actually pays more? The answer is not what you think. Freelancing has a higher ceiling. You can raise rates, land international clients, scale into an agency, build products, but income is inconsistent at first. Studio jobs have a lower ceiling, but higher predictability. You trade freedom for stability. The key difference? Freelance income depends on your ability to sell. Studio income depends on your ability to execute within a system. Two completely different skill sets. Here's the real divider: tolerance for uncertainty. Freelancers wake up without guarantees. Studio artists wake up without control. Ask yourself, do you hate instability more than you hate being directed? Your honest answer matters more than trends. Freelancers grow fast in client communication, speed, adaptability, broad skill sets. Studio artists grow deep in production pipelines, collaboration, high-end standards, specialized mastery. Neither is superior. They just build different versions of you. But here's the twist most Blender artists miss. You don't actually have to choose one forever. There's a third path. Many smart artists start in studios, learn structure, build freelance on the side, transition when ready, or freelance first, then join a studio for stability and growth. Careers aren't binary. They're phases. The real mistake is locking yourself into an identity too early. If you're serious about building a Blender career that actually fits your personality, not just what looks cool online, subscribe. This channel isn't about hype. It's about smart, modern 3D decisions. Next, we'll talk about how to prepare your portfolio differently for freelance versus studio. See you there.